Any scenario, situation, guy they might trade up to get? Even I think if they trade up, I think it might be to go get a corner that they absolutely kind of fall in love with, who might slide in the 18 range. I don't think they're going to give up a lot, but I could see him giving up a three, a three and something later to move up 8 spots.
So this is what I do like about where the Browns are and how the draft works, is that you can see the spots where they don't need guys, right? So I'm looking, for instance, I think it's possible there's a run on offensive tackles in the 20s. That would be great for the Browns because they're not looking at an offensive tackle in the first round when they have Jack Conklin and Jedrick Wills. I think maybe a running back or two could jump up and maybe go before 26. Great. The Browns aren't taking a running back in the first round. So I think there are enough guys. There's no top 10 edge rusher in this draft. And there's a bunch of guys that most draft analysts have in the 20s, right? I think there's a chance that they could at 26 be picking the second or third best edge rusher. There's a couple top corners, clearly. I think they still have a chance at a really good corner. Again, linebacker. I think there's great opportunity there. I did work for you, Dave. This is how much I respect you. I actually did a little homework before the show, and I came up with 17 guys that I think are for sure off the board, right? That it's like Pitts and the 5 quarterbacks and a couple offensive tackles, whatever, that are just not in range for the Browns. So that's okay. Well, then what's the list of the 10 guys that they would like the most after that? If they stay at 26, they'll get one of them. And it's a pretty good list. And I think between sort of any receiver out of the top 3, not Waddle, not Chase, not Devontae Smith, I think there's opportunity with the receiver there in the first round. I think that group of edge rushers, it's possible they could wind up with the edge rusher they like the most. That guy might be there at 26 for them. And there's enough interesting guys at corner. I don't think they have to go get somebody because I don't think there's a desperate positional need. And I think there's enough interesting dudes where they do have some spots where they could use some depth. I think they can sit and wait and have a pretty darn good player come to them at 26.